Fit like Abdi, Danny Boy here. We're back with kinda transport fever, or kind of a modded map transport fever, or it will be at some point in 2018 because ta-da! This is one of the new maps we're going to be using in 2018. It's the 6K Europe map. There are no industries, but I just wanted to sort of discuss what I had in mind and let you guys know. But I'll be using the new industries 2.5 mod. It looks pretty awesome. I've tried it out. Some of it is still a bit buggy, and I'm kind of hoping it'll be resolved by the time I come to do this, because we're still playing the modded map series. Frames are getting totally tanked just because I've got so much vehicles. There's so much population in all the cities as well. Some of them are up at 4,000. I think the least is Moscow, and it's got about almost 2,000. And frames are starting to sort of die. I had to add a lot of trucks as well the last couple of episodes to deal with fuel and transportation in America, and food trucks in down in Eastern Europe and Russia. So the frames are taking a beating. I am going to continue playing it. It's not totally dead yet, but there's probably a lot of things I'm not going to be able to do. So in between recording those episodes, I'm going to be working on this, and this is going to be a high detailed, sort of realistic version. So the 6K map in Europe consists of the United Kingdom, several cities in France, Madrid here in Spain, Monaco in the south of France, Zurich, which is Switzerland, Venice, which is the northernmost of Italy, Rome, Zagreb, which is that Bosnia? No, Sarajevo is Bosnia, Zagreb is Croatia, Prague, Berlin, Nuremberg, also in Germany, but there's no Vienna. In fact, I definitely want a Vienna, because we've got a lot of Austrian trains, so we need Austria sort of somewhere. So I was thinking about maybe changing Zagreb. I was maybe actually thinking of changing this to Vienna, changing Sarajevo to Zagreb, and I'd maybe even, well, I'd probably keep Sofia in Budapest. I'll keep them the same. Warsaw and Gdansk from Poland. So Romania down here, Ukraine up here, St. Petersburg, Riga, which I think is Latvia or Lithuania, Helsinki in Finland, Oulu, Sturman in, is that in Norway? I'm not sure. I've been to Oslo, and there are some places down here I'd also like to see. Aalborg, been there. Copenhagen, been there as well. So these are the cities that are on the map. We'll definitely be keeping the capitals. In fact, we'll definitely be keeping most of them. In fact, if not all of them. But I'll be changing up one of these to Vienna. Now, what I'm also going to do is add stuff like rivers. I'm going to add like the Forester mod, or the mod that gives you a lot of trees in the beginning. Increased vegetation mod, that's the fella. I'll be adding that to start, so there'll be a lot more trees and stuff. Now I was also going to download, there's the farmer mod where you can add fields, so we'll be making the farms and that look realistic. Things like quarries and stuff. I ain't got the industries mod in here, have I? No, there's no industries. I forgot. I'm going to actually do the industry 2.5 mod in a little separate video. It's sort of the same as this. So we've got several cities in the UK. I'm going to do things like add Aberdeen up here in the northeast, Inverness sort of up here. Now you can do that by just add roads, place buildings, industry, houses, whatever you need, and you can add, there's a little mod that you can place these little markers. You can place a building on top of it, and it'll create demand for commercial industry or people to visit that building. So instead of just staying in towns that are inactive and nobody in them, you will actually be able to activate a small little town. You won't be able to name it like this as such. It'll just sort of sit here. Obviously you can name all your lines, like we could have Edinburgh going up to Inverness, no problem. I'm gonna create a little Glasgow down here as well. We're going to add a few, maybe Manchester or something down here. See how it goes. Maybe add Cork or something down here. Cardiff up here, Port Talbot. If you've got any cities or towns that you would like me to add, now bearing in mind, we're not going to have like something like Oxford, like 10 feet away from London, because it'll just become engulfed and it'll literally become part of London. Like up here we could have Manchester, which these cities won't grow out to engulf it. And if I hit Cardiff or something up here, I'm pretty sure Swansea will eventually engulf it. And if I created something like Port Talbot on the coast here, Swansea might grow large enough to sort of overtake those small towns, but we can still have little commuter routes, little commuter trains running back and forth. Like I would say Edinburgh will probably engulf Aberdeen and Inverness up here if it gets too big. Copenhagen, it might be a problem. We're going to have to keep these bridges and change this road to sort of medium street for it to sort of grow over here, because there's not really much room for it to grow at all. It's going to be extremely difficult to get trains into Copenhagen. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So, like, if you live in Sweden, and you know of a decent sized town in Sweden, maybe down here on the north coast, or up here on the east coast, maybe it's somewhere you live or somewhere you visited. Stockholm, for cities like in Scandinavia, apart from Norway, where I know a lot of cities because I've been to a lot of them, be working in the oil and gas industry, and there is a few I can add. But if you'd like me to add a city, bearing in mind it has to be a decent sized city, not like a hamlet, not like a crossroads with like 4 houses on it that no one's ever heard of before, or no one has any idea what it is. And it has to be sort of relative to the geography of the map. Like, I know we've got a few subscribers for Holland, so like in Holland I was thinking I'll maybe have Amsterdam here, a sort of Rotterdam, sort of harbour town, and hey, things like maybe Nijmegen, Utrecht, just some little things sort of around this sort of area. We could probably add another place in Belgium. France seems good. There's quite a lot of places in France. Ooh, we've got a new vehicle, even though we're not playing the map. We probably could have something maybe over here, although it'll be difficult because it's a bit hilly. And the thing is, I'm going to add snow as well. There is now a mod for you can basically create an area and then put snow in it instead of just having to place snow with the old mod, which is pretty good. So most of these mountains, like here in the Alps and that, are going to have like little areas of snow. Some parts of Russia and Finland and that will probably, for about probably the top of St. Petersburg to here, and in Sweden we'll sort of like cover half that section of the map in snow, just to make it look a bit more authentic. But if you do know any cities that you'd like to see added, that I could sort of pop in a little village or something somewhere and we could name it, then leave a comment below. I will search it on Google to find out exactly where it is on the map, and we can certainly add it in if it's decent. Now things like here in Spain, we've only got Madrid, so I'll probably stick a Barcelona or something. Barcelona's down here, is it? Might take a bit of smoothing, but we'll get it. So we could maybe add one more place in France. Zurich, we're going to do some Swiss towns and here some little Swiss trains running up through the mountains and stuff. So it's looking like it's going to be fun. I'm going to do the same with America. I will do another video on the map in America that I've created, and we'll have a little run through that. I've not actually studied all the cities. I'm not actually sure if they are, but you guys in America and Canada will know exactly where these places are, and if there's any places you'd like to add, you can certainly leave a comment and we shall see if it's viable. But I'll be releasing the USA video of that map tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to doing this. I'm actually going to start sort of temporarily building it while we're recording through the modded map series. So we'll still be continuing with that, but I'm going to sort of add little things here and there, and then once it's ready and we're finished with the modded series, we'll sort of have a big reveal of the finished sort of article. There's also a cool mod now where you can add things like lakes and rivers, streams, so we're going to do that as well. Obviously it's going to be like in London, I could probably have a river coming through here, call it the Thames. We could have the Firth of Forth, which would actually be running down here. Could have some bridges over it, so it's got to be cool. We'll have to delete that bridge. There is no bridge between Scotland and Ireland, or at least near that I'm aware of. That'd be awesome if it was. See if you could just bridge some of these places. I've always wondered if the bridged for Ireland or UK all the way to America, how long a drive would that actually be if you drove in a car right across the Atlantic? And they could just have like mini hotels every sort of, I reckon, 500 miles. The most I've ever driven is about 800 miles in one day. It takes a lot out of you. It's pretty brutal, especially if you're on your own. It can get very tedious very quickly, and especially if you're in a foreign country and you're listening to radio and you haven't got a clue what they're actually saying. And now every now and again you get a song for like a band for the UK or America, and you're like, I know this song, I can understand these lyrics. But nope. So there it is. Here is the map. So please leave a comment if you like. In fact, give me your thoughts as well, and if you think this is a good idea or no. I think it is. So, and I'm looking forward to doing it. And what vibes want to do a high detailed map? The modded map just now is basically the series we're currently doing. It's just a bit of fun, using up trains and see if it kind of trains are sort of on the go. There's new mods being added to Steam Workshop all the time, and the other various other modded sites. So fair play to the modders. You guys are awesome. You guys really add a new level to the game, which makes it more fun and interesting. Some of the mods are extremely detailed and very well built, so hats off to you, ladies and gentlemen. So there's new mods coming out all the time, new trucks and that, so it's basically adding a lot more diversity to the game, so I'm looking forward to using that. I have one massive task though. For this I'm only going to add things like increased vegetation, the rivers, some sort of lakes and stuff, sort of here and there. I'll have a look on Google Maps and see where lakes and things sort of reside in Europe. But what was I about to say again? They're the only mods I'm going to be using to sort of construct the map. I'll add in industries here and there, I'll add in farms and add in farmland. I won't add any stations, trains, any new roads, anything like that. We'll be playing it for 1850, so I do apologise to you guys that like the new age stuff. It's kind of hard to cater because some people like the old timey stuff and playing it right through, and some people just like the sort of new age advanced stuff that we currently roll in this day and age in real life. So you'll probably have to bear with me for I would say about 100 episodes before we get into modern era sort of vehicles. But as always, that has been it for me. Please leave a comment, tell me your thoughts, any ideas you have. Feel free to voice them and we'll take it under consideration. I'm going to be really focused on this map. I'm going to be writing everything down. So if you've got an idea, I will write it down, and if there is a time, or if it's like era dependent on fit sort of day and age it is, we can always factor it in at some point. So voice your ideas and opinions. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you would like to do so, and leave a like or dislike at your own will, and I will catch you later.